Hey, good morning, everyone. Hello, oily friends and family. Mm, I hope you have your coffee or your water with a little lemon in it or your favorite citrus. Go ahead and grab a pen and paper. We're going to take notes. Um, I'm super excited about this class. This is one of my favorite classes. I don't know, after I found this class, it all started to like sink in and click for me. What these oils can do for us. So before we get started, I want to spend at least 2 minutes on ourselves. So normally, I tell you to grab your favorite oil, put one drop, and we're going to inhale from the cupped hands. You could go ahead and do that, grab your favorite oil and do that, or you can turn on your diffuser like I have. I've got Elevation, which has been discontinued, but I still have a little bit that I'm like rationing like crazy. Just need a little joyful blend this morning. But I wanted to talk real quickly some physical situation with me. So the past couple of 2 to 3 days, I've noticed my feet and ankles are swelling. It could be one or two things. I pulled something because I was painting a lot over the weekend. If you've been following my personal stories on Instagram, and on Facebook. It could be that because I've done that before. That's always a good time. And it could be just blood rushing down to my feet because gravity takes over and it has nowhere else to go. Or it could be that I was exposed to some toxins and my endocrine system is a little jacked up because of that, because we know toxins have endocrine disruptors. So I'm going to take I'm going to support my endocrine system today because what happens is if any of those symptoms gets wonky, that's going to mess up my hormones. So I'm probably experiencing a little imbalanced hormones right now. So that could be that too. So I've got my cypress and my lemongrass because I turned to my Modern Essentials book because I don't know which oil is going to work for me when I have a symptom like that. So it has all the ailments in here, and I just like looked it up. And it talked about inflammation, it talked about endocrine system, it talked about cardiovascular system. So any one of those three could cause swelling in the ankles and feet. So 1 drop of cypress and 1 drop of lemongrass was highly recommended to apply topically. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 1 drop of each, you guys, and then fractionated coconut oil to keep the oil, hold it down so it doesn't flake off. So more oil is absorbed. And I've got my body carrier oil, so I'm going to use a little of that and rub right into my feet or foot and ankle. So I'm going to do that. You guys breathe your oils in while I do that. Get your water, get your pen and paper. Let's just get ready to go. Oh, and then the oils we're going to talk about today, if you want to grab those, we're going to play with them, is Balance. So if you have a sample or you have a bottle, grab that. Peppermint, Wild Orange, and On Guard. You can always pause the video to grab this stuff or rewind it if you missed what I said, what oils to grab. So again, that's Balance, Peppermint, Wild Orange, and On Guard. So go ahead and grab those. And I think I'm like nice and well oiled up here. So I'll be applying this every 3 to 4 hours or as needed. So yeah, I'll be dealing with that for the next couple of days. Yay. So it's just going to give me some relief so the swelling isn't so ridiculous. I'm falling apart on you guys. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. All right. Sharing is caring. And then let's get started, you guys. Welcome to Wellness Wednesdays class, Emotional Wellness Made Easy. I want to first acknowledge you for being open to learning more about natural solutions for your emotional needs. Oh, okay. All right. So why am I teaching this class? Okay, we're going to get into that. First, why? Okay. Yeah, emotional wellness. Let's talk about that. I fell in love in this class after I got laid off for the third time. Talk about mind, mess up your mind. After being laid off at the third time, you would think I would just like be depressed, anxiety through the roof, panic attacks left and right. Like I didn't come from a place of lack on this third layoff, and I truly believe it's because of the doTERRA products. And I've been, working on my mindset and just trying to heal the old inner child here. And using these products and following the protocols, um, because it was funny. My cousin, who introduced essential oils to me, she called me, I think a day or two after she found out about my layoff. And we're having a conversation, just, seeing how I'm doing, what my plans are, what's happening. And she, complimented me. She's like, wow, you really sound like you got your shit together, like I wasn't panicking, upset, I wasn't crying. That I just had a very optimistic outlook of what was going on, because I think in my mind I was looking at what I get to do now, instead of coming from a place of like, oh my God, how am I gonna pay the bills? How am I gonna survive? That it just didn't, that worry never came to me. I think it's because after the third one, you kind of get used to like, you're gonna be okay. But now I have kids in a house, and there's way more at stake that I could lose. And yeah, I didn't, there were no panic attacks, no worries, no nothing. I just kept taking care of myself and my family. So when I discovered this class, I thought, wow, we could all use a little support when it comes to our emotion well-being, because we're always talking about the physical all the time with our doctors, but we're not really talking about the emotional stuff, because we can't help it. We're going to be emotional no matter what's going on in the world, right? So let's get right into it. Would you like to be more happy, connected, empowered the minute you wake up? A lot is going on in the world. Maybe you're like me, and the first thing, I'm trying to break this habit too, is you go straight to your phone and you look at all the horrible news and the misinformation out there. So yeah, emotions are running high with Roe versus Wade and the Supreme Court and their decisions, and you know rejecting all those. And then we've got the LGBTQ community that's getting oppressed. We got Black Lives Matter that's still ongoing. We're learning slowly but surely the history of America and how fucked up it is. But these emotions are gonna come up, and we could turn to plants to keep our shit in check and not lose our cool. Okay. So in this emotional wellness class, we're going to learn the science behind emotion and essential oils, because I'm sure we've seen all the videos of the Karens freaking out. So we're going to learn the science behind that, the tools and habits for healthy body chemistry. Okay. So you're going to learn some new daily habits. Now you're probably thinking, well, I don't have time for something new. Well, if you have time to reach for an Aleve for your headache, you have time to reach for an oil for your emotional wellness. Practical emotional wellness steps you can take now. You can start a lot of these today. Okay, so let's get right into it. We are created to function as a whole, people. Yeah, the spirit, mind, and body are inseparably connected, communicating at a cellular level. Who knew, right? Your body is made of intelligent cells wired to restore health. This means your body is brilliant in design and naturally wants to be balanced and whole. So I want to invite you to learn about your amazing body today and listen to what it may be telling you. So be your own best advocate and claim the gift of wellness. All right, let's get to it. So to learn the language of your body, we need to know what emotions are and what they're communicating. Okay, so emotions are information carrying molecules that bind to and react with cell receptors. They go into the cell, impacting function and behavior. In other words, emotions in their smallest and most basic form are chemical molecules. That's what they are. In the image, the cell is receiving chemical molecules in one of its receptors. That's with the little arm hanging out with the little, it's like it's grabbing those little chemical molecules. And our body naturally produces a lot of these chemical molecules, and we're going to get into that in a minute. So these receptors gather the clusters at the surface of the cell, and because the cell has an oily membrane and essential oils or oil attracts oil, so they attach to this oil membrane and then bypass it. Whereas a lot of medications out there are water-based, so they take a little longer until you see results. Typically, the doctor says 7 to 10 days, right? With essential oils, it could be anywhere between 2 to 3 days. But if you inhale, it's quite instant. So this new information that's received inside the cell is impacting your energy level, your behavior, and your mood. And just like essential oils, they've got a chemical compound that's going to tell the cell what's function. Is it going to boost your energy levels? Is it going to change your behavior in a positive way, or is it going to affect your mood? Isn't it fascinating how just all these little chemicals can affect? I just think that's amazing. I didn't know that's what emotions were, that they were just chemicals being produced. So because emotions are chemicals, they're not limited to the mind. Emotions flow and are processed throughout the body. So a lot of people think it's all coming from our mind, like we've lost our minds. No. We've actually have 3 brains. Science revealed there are complex neural processing functions in the heart, the mind, and the gut. These 3 brains are neural networks with independent memory and intelligence. This means you can actually process feelings in each of these brains. Like, we know the heart has love, and the mind, the heart, brain, the mind is going to think logic, and the gut is going to, kind of drive us, move us forward. So let's dive right into that. All right. So the mind is logic, intelligent. The subconscious mind directs 90% of our behavior. So a lot of it is like things that we were told or witnessed when we were kids, and it's just like locked in there, and it just comes out whenever we're triggered. Heart discerns the message our brain receives. That's our intuition. There are more neural pathways that run from the heart to the brain than from the brain to the heart. Yeah, so your heart's driving a lot of that. And then the gut responds accordingly, distributing health or illness to the rest of your body. So that's where the negative and the positive come from. Now, we've all, had that gut feeling. We're like, I got a gut feeling about this, and usually it's not good. Or maybe it's a good thing. I got a gut feeling that it's good. So fun fact, 90% of the body's serotonin involved in movement management is produced in the gut. Serotonin, you want to take your probiotics, because that helps produce serotonin. If your body is just not producing enough, that does happen because, life stresses or whatever. We've got a lot going on, and our cells can only handle so much nonsense. Okay. Yeah, so I think it's amazing. The 3 brains communicate with each other. They feed back to and therefore influence the mind. Isn't it amazing the power our body holds for our wellness? It's our body that tells us if we're going to feel good or not. All right. Our 3 brains instinctively process every life experience. Okay, we've all know this woman or been this woman. Yeah, like who knows? I don't know who she's on the phone with. It could be her boss, her husband, they forgot something, or they need her to go pick something up. Adding more life to her life. The dog, who knows? He might need a walk. He probably has to go to the bathroom. The baby just woke up, needs food, it needs a changing, or maybe it needs to go to sleep. I don't know, but she is experiencing life to the full tilt, right? Yeah, we've all felt this. In this moment, it's immediately recorded in her subconscious mind. In this image, you can see how the brain sends its own message. The mind might think, I have to figure this out. It's my responsibility, right? And the heart says, I feel overwhelmed. Maybe she's holding too much. And then the gut reinforces, I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. So then a biochemical reaction occurs, and one may feel conflicted, confused, or notice an unsettled stomach. And these negative reactions are the consequence of conflicting messages, which disrupt internal balances. And this results in disconnection or disease. Yeah, who knew that your gut is going to cause diseases? And when we think and feel something simultaneously, a new belief is created. And in this example, she now concludes, I'm not enough. So she's now planting and reinforcing a belief, a negative belief. And nourishing beliefs produces fruit. So are you cultivating a seed or a weed? All right, so let's dive into some fun oils, okay? Woo, let's start pulling out some weeds. All right, balance is a, man, this is a mood adjuster. It's a grounding blend. It's calming, and it grounds the nervous system, which the nervous system holds a lot of trauma. So if you've ever experienced any childhood trauma or any trauma in your lifetime, it is held in your nervous system. And one way to relax the nervous system is balance. So you just want to put one drop in your hand here. I like to use my finger, and I'm going to rub my finger in and then just rub on my mind's eye right here on the forehead. And you could do the same if you've got your essential oil grounding blend with you. I'm going to take one deep inhale there. Okay, so it contains frankincense. That's why they have frankincense on here. Frankincense is the king of oils. If it's good enough for baby Jesus, it's good enough for you. Those wise men knew what they were. They were wise. They were so wise. So frankincense is a powerful cleanser as well as a magnifier. So if you see frankincense in any of the blends, it is boosting those other chemical compounds that are in that oil. It's boosting that oil. Applying to the forehead is going to open your mind's eye and connects to the soul with its authenticity when you apply over the heart. Now I can't reach my heart, so I'm going to apply, I could do a little bit like right here on the inside of my elbow, which is the quickest way to the heart. It's 18 inches there. So that's one pulse point. You can put it there. So who is excited to learn more about these oils and their benefits? Yeah. So emotions and essential oils interact chemically because they're chemically based. Essential oils promote emotional purification and anchor in healthy biochemistry. Essential oils are molecularly dense, which is one of the reasons they can go cellular very, very quickly. One drop of so we're gonna get ahead of myself. So let's take a minute to talk about wild orange. So wild orange, I've got right here a little bottle here, a little 5 milliliter, has 85 drops. Invites connection in the body and stimulates energy. It is an actual energy booster, but it does keep negative thoughts from staying with you. Not only can you not think of any negative thoughts, but you can't, they won't stay with you. That's a challenge for you. If you've got your wild orange, I challenge you to apply some on, inhale it, and try to hang on to a negative thought and see if that's even possible. Put it in the comments if you were able to. What was your experience, you guys? So fun fact, 1 drop of essential oil has 40 million trillion molecules. 40 million trillion molecules. That is a lot of molecules that are attached to every cell in the body in a matter of minutes. So that's how they work, super fast, super duper fast. Essential oils support emotional and physical detox. They help remove conflicting cellular messages and encourage cellular restoration. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to see where I am now. All right, so here is a magnified peppermint leaf. This is what the leaf looks underneath when you magnify it. So those little sacs there, that's the essential oil that's getting extracted from the plant. Essential oils actually help benefit the plants themselves. It keeps bugs from attaching onto them. It helps the plants provide nourishment when it's lacking. It also helps repair itself. Essential oils have the same function in the plant as blood has to the human body. Because our bodies are organic, we can experience similar benefits from the essential oils. Okay. The quality and grade of essential oils will determine its effectiveness. Certified pure tested grade oils are the safest, purest oils to use for supporting the physical and emotional needs of your body. The chemical compounds found in CPTG oils are friendly to the body's natural biochemistry. All right, so peppermint. Let's dive into some peppermint. I've got a little bottle here myself. I'm just gonna inhale this. So I'm just gonna hold it and smell it. Physically, peppermint is energizing, oxygenating, and supports brain focus. So it really opens up those airways too. Emotionally, peppermint invigorates and dispels mental fog. So yeah, you could just open this up and give it a nice smell. If you want to put a drop in your hand, God, feel free to do so. Play with your oils, okay? And please share in the comments what you're feeling, what's happening, what's your experience with the peppermint. Probably has a cooling sensation. Please share. I'm really curious to know. So smell is the fastest way to affect mood. Yes, aromatic molecules travel to the olfactory bulbs, which is linked directly to the emotional, the limbic seat of the brain. So there's a limbic part of the brain that releases most of the chemicals our body naturally produces. So this is how inhalation creates immediate emotional impact. So for example, if you were to go to your dentist and he would put a synthetic compound over your nose, some kind of gas, which is man-made, and it's going to bypass the olfactory sensor and then hit that limbic area. And then that's going to release the chemicals that put you to sleep. Your body naturally puts yourself to sleep because of that chemical compound triggered that area. And that's how these essential oils work. It's the same exact function. Okay. Essential oils promote both physical and emotional reaction in the body. And when you smell peppermint oil, you may experience more focus, as well as feeling brain fog starting to lift. I kind of feel a little bit more alert, a little awake. Yes. What about you? How are you feeling? Topical. Yeah, essential oils are transdermal. Fun fact. This means their tiny molecules can pass through our skin and into our circulatory system. Applied anywhere on the body, essential oils will penetrate every cell. There are some great tips for topical application to affect the 3 brains of the body. So let's go over it. So apply over the heart area, inside the wrist, inside the elbow, and the fleshy pockets behind your ears. Those are pulse points. For the brain, you want to apply on the back of the neck. My favorite is like right at the nape of the neck where the skull meets the neck, like right in there. Ooh. And then across the forehead, bottoms of the feet if you're concerned about skin sensitivity, or if you find the oil is just too strong, potent, that you're just like, your nose can't handle it. Some essential oils can bypass the blood-brain barrier. Most medications, I think all of them, I don't know any medications, unless you know of one, that's, pharmaceutical from the pharmacy that can pass the blood-brain barrier. I'm kind of curious to know, but I've done my research and I haven't found one. But there are 2 oils that I know of. One that comes to mind right off the top of my head is frankincense. Frankincense can bypass the blood-brain barrier, which is great when you're dealing with head tension and severe head tension, like migraines and headaches. Okay. For the gut, you want to apply over the stomach area, or again on the bottoms of the feet. That's how you would apply a topical, you guys. Fractionated coconut oil or any carrier oil is just going to hold the oil to the skin. If you apply the essential oil neat, it's just going to flake off in your walking diffuser. Internal, it's just another option. You don't have to, but you feel comfortable because they've been tested 54 times, and they passed the GRAS test. They're safe to take internally. What can I say? Where is the internal part? Oh yeah, here we go. CPTG label for dietary use may be used taken under the tongue in water and are in gel cap to support overall health. Stainless steel, glass, I would use those. You can also use, or veggie cap and take internally that way. Again, it's just a third option. It's not mandatory. It's just if you feel comfortable, whatever works for you. Okay. All right. Next. On Guard is a protective blend that physically supports the body against seasonal threats. We all know that. But did you know it also helps emotionally, promotes boundaries and protects against feeling of vulnerability or anytime you feel overwhelmed. So I've got a little teeny tiny On Guard, because my On Guard's in the main house. So if you have like a little sample bottle like this, I'll show you how to get that oil out. You could shake it, or you could just tap with your finger and oils will come out. 4 taps, that's a full drop of oil. 1 drop is 1/4 of a drop. 1 little tap, I mean. So yeah, go ahead and just inhale that, or you can give it a little taste. Just have some water to chase it. Little peppermint and On Guard, nothing wrong with that. Woo, all right. So the essential oils and blends we've highlighted are small sampling of the power essential oils have for maintaining physical and emotional well-being. So as we discussed earlier, gut, brain, and heart health are interconnected. Essential oils are most effective when combined with good nutrition, digestive health, and proper circulation. Absolutely. Let's dive into that real quick. For cellular support for the 3 brains, turn to the supplements. Now, we could turn to nutrition, but we all know by now those foods don't have the same amount of nutrition, vitamins, and minerals that they used to have 50, 60, 70 years ago. But we still need to eat something. We got to put something in our body. So we're going to supplement for the lack that those daily foods that we eat are, lacking, right? Okay. So to add daily support with minerals, micronutrients, and healthy fats. Essential oils enhance absorption of nutrient on a cellular level. Yes, the Life On Vitality Pack is great for gut reset, gut health. You're laying down the foundation. You're going to find that you'll feel less pain. You'll have better sleep. You're going to manage your mood better, manage your stress better. I'm trying to think what else. And if you're already taking supplements and you feel like everything I've said and you're not getting those results, then maybe you should switch. Just try these for 30 days. You'll get your money back. If you don't see any results, you just have to ship the product back, whether the bottles are full or not. You can get your money back. All right, so real quickly, the XE Omega is omega fatty acids 3, 6, and 9. Our body naturally produces 9, but maybe it's not producing enough, so you can get supplement there. And then 3 and 6, you just need a nice balance of both, or they'll cancel out each other. And these are marine algae, plant-based omegas. Alpha Serix Plus is a cellular vitality complex. It keeps free radicals from attaching to the cells. We know free radicals, the cells don't know any better. They just want to attach themselves to whatever's out there floating in our body, whether it's good or bad. And when it's the bad stuff like free radicals, that's when our cells can multiply and diseases, inflammation can get started. So this keeps inflammation down throughout the day. It's got all kinds of yummy products like pomegranate, grapeseed, I'm trying to think, milk thistle, boswellia, which is frankincense, and all that is just going to keep inflammation down. Antioxidants those kinds of things. Microplex VMZ, oh, well, it's now VMZ, is multivitamins. It's a full servings of fruits and vegetables, because vitamins and minerals are 2 of the 6 things our body needs. And we need minerals for the vitamins to work. Vitamins do not work on by themselves. Okay, gut cleansing restores clear thinking and improves mood. I have done the gut cleansing 2 years in a row. I'm thinking about doing it one more time, just because I'm right into perimenopausal, so I want to keep my gut, you know, in check. Digestive function is scientifically linked to mood. Yes, what you are what you eat. If you're eating fat and junk, you're gonna feel fat and junk. Yeah, you want to get those fruits and vegetables, protein, a good fat like avocado, extra olive oil, extra vinegar, olive oil. I'm trying to think what else. It's a protein. Carbs. Do not skip out on carbs. We need carbs, for sure. To balance our blood sugar. So you need carb and protein to help balance those blood sugars. PB Assist Plus, let's dive into these products real quick. PB Assist Plus is a dual capsule probiotic. The first capsule reaches the stomach, which has tummy taming properties, essential oils, and then the second capsule reaches the lower gut, where you want your probiotics. It's the good flora. Probiotics help produce serotonin, and remember, 90% of serotonin is produced in the gut. GX Assist. Oh, and serotonin also helps reduces anxiety. So if that's an issue for you, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. GX Assist is it cleanses out the GI tract. So you want to take the GX Assist for like 10 days before you dive into the PB Assist Plus, because the GX Assist is going to wipe out all that good flora. It's going to clean everything out. So after you're done with the GX Assist, then you want to introduce the PB Assist Plus. Terrazyme is enzymes that break down the nutrients for happy brain. And lemon and Zendicrine, they help support the natural body to cleanse, which our liver does that for us. That is the organ that cleanses, that removes toxins from our body. And what lemon and Zendicrine do is to support the cells in our liver. Okay, so those cells rejuvenate every 120 days. So they got a lot of work to do, and we want to keep those cells, you know, the like longevity of the cells and the vitality of the cells, because that's when we start feeling old and run down, when our cells are not, you know, at their full capacity. All right, where do I begin? Such a good question. Change is a gift that is available to us always, every day. You just have to be open to it. If you're ready to feel better and experience more out of life, you are in the right place. You come to the right place, my friends. doTERRA has this awesome, I call it the wheel of emotion. It's a mood matrix. It's a good tool to help support mood in any given moment. For daily support, identify the quadrant that best describes how you feel. So let's see which, speaks to you. If you're feeling anxious and secure, you want to grab your mints. If you're feeling worried, grab your florals. Feeling sad, ashamed, grab your trees. Feeling angry and bitter, grab your herbs and grasses. Some grasses. They're not talking about the cannabis kind. But it could be so disinterested, bored, your spices, spice up your life, right? There was a whole group about that, Spice Girls. And then gloomy, distress, June gloom, the gray, when in the winters, grab your citruses, okay? All right, so let's dive into these blends individually. So cheer, uplifting blends. Wow, it smells really good. This is my favorite one because it's so citrusy and spicy at the same time, and very inviting. It promotes feeling of optimism, cheerfulness, and happiness. It counteracts negative emotions of feeling down, blue, or low. This came through me in a clutch one time. I was having a really bad day at work, And I was just like I was like, nope, it's not going to affect me. It's not going to affect me. And by the time I got in the car after work, I just let those emotions go, because you can't keep those in, because they're stored in your nervous system and they're going to come out at the wrong time, the wrong place, and you're going to look like an a-hole. You're going to look like a Karen. So I had some cheer on me, thanks to a doTERRA leader that gifted it to me out of the blue, because I hosted my first class. I applied some on, my chest, because that's where my heart is, and on my wrist. I cranked up the music, drove that commute to pick up my kids, and they had no idea I had a bad day at work. It worked. It was amazing. Essential oil tip: apply to a cotton ball or terracotta plate and place in a car to experience doTERRA's cheer energizing aroma while driving. See how fun is that? Console comforting blends. It promotes feeling of comfort and hope. It counteracts negative emotions of grief, sadness, and hopelessness. So we've got some flowers and some wood. These oils you only want to use aromatic and topically. These are not safe to take internally. Please follow the directions on the label. Essential oil tip: apply 1 to 2 drops to the shirt collar, scarf, and smell throughout the day to wear off feelings of grief and sadness. A lot of people have lost some loved ones, some fur babies. This really comes in handy when you lose a job, when you change jobs, when you lose a house, when you lose anything. This comes through. Forgive. I really think console and forgive should be a pair together, because these two really go hand in hand. It promotes feeling of contentment, relief, and patience. Because we need to give ourselves patience when we're grieving, and interacts negative emotions of anger and guilt. And sometimes when we're grieving, there's some guilt associated with that. Essential oil tip: have doTERRA Forgive on hand throughout the day to counteract negative emotions that may arise from undesirable situations, especially if you get that negative feeling of anger and guilt, like I said before. Okay. Motivates. Maybe you're trying a new workout program or a new habit, and you're trying to get some motivation. This will be your best friend. It promotes feelings of confidence, courage, and belief. If you're trying a new business, if you're starting a new business, I have some friends that are trying to start a new business. Try this Motivate, and you see how far your business is going to go. You're going to get something done every day. Interact negative emotions of doubt, pessimism, and cynicism, because we're our own worst critics. We want to be perfect. We want to, get the information out correctly, in the most loving and the most sincere intent way, our authentic self. But sometimes, because people have said some things in our childhood and it's stored in our subconscious mind, we need a little Motivate to tell that person that they were wrong and to shut the F up. Okay. So essential oil tip: apply to shirt collar before giving a speech to instill feelings of confidence. You can also use Breathe too to open up those airways if you don't have Motivate. All right. Passion. Oh man, I love passion. It's fresh, spicy, warm. It ignites feelings of excitement, passion, and joy. It counteracts negative feelings of boredom and disinterest. This is great if you're feeling a little lull in the boudoir. You want a little oomph in your libido. Your hormones are out of whack, but you want to get it on. Okay, a little passion in your life. Okay, work. A little simple oil tip: diffuse at work to support creativity, clarity, and wonder. And here I said you can enjoy it in the boudoir. Well, pick your preferences. Okay. I do both. All right. Peace. Oh my goodness. I used the snot out of this one when I learned about peace. It promotes feelings of peace, reassurance, and contentment, and counteracts anxious and fearful emotions. Yeah, so I use this a lot at work because I never know what I had a hard time divorcing myself from the outcome of what was going to be said to me. So I would put peace on for before every interaction. And yeah, I was cool as a cucumber. So a little quick tip to calm an upset, restless child: apply to the bottoms of feet. Yeah, this is great. Most kids don't want oils put on them when they're in a throw of tantrum. So just apply it to yourself on your chest, on your pulse points, behind your ear, wherever, and then hold your child or be next to them. You don't even have to touch them if they don't want to be touched. Just be next to them and they're going to smell. Because remember, aromatics the fastest way to change our mood, and it works every time. Because my kids would be like, no, get that crap away from me. I'm having emotion. I'm having a breakdown. I don't want to be, oiled up. So I would put it on me, and I'll let them know, like, I'm putting this on me. This is for me, not for you. But in reality, it was for them. But I needed some zen before I went in. You know what I mean? All right. Here's a fun little game, or not game, but just to kind of see where you're at, to understand, where you're at now. And this is a quick assessment to help you understand how connected you are to your brain, heart, and gut. Let's find out. So for each brain, simply put a check mark next to the statement that seems true to you. So we're going to take a moment to do that now. I'm going to give you guys a minute. You can take a screenshot of this and kind of do it at your own time, or you can pause the video and take a look at these and see which ones you checked off. Now, as you're filling this out, or checking off mentally what you're looking at, the statements you've checked mark, let's talk about that, are the areas of strength. These are areas to celebrate. So round of applause to everyone. Yay, good job. And we want to continue to nurture those, okay? Now, the statements without check marks may reflect healing gestures and opportunity for growth. So based on what you discovered, what's one weed you want to remove? It might be a negative thought, relationships, substances. I mean, maybe you've had a thought pattern, I'm not good enough, or maybe you thought you're too much. Yeah, you're not too much. People just need to find less, okay? Oh yeah, what do you want to plant instead? You want to plant a new belief, a new habit, new relationships. Doesn't necessarily need to be sexual relationships. It could be like bonding relationships, friendships, business relationships, whatever that is for you. You want to feel completely supported in every moment. So how will you nourish this seed? Nourishment includes habits, practices, and patterns. Like I talked about early in the beginning of the class, we're going to learn what we can do now to take these steps. So you'll notice some tips on how you need inspiration. As I am consistent, the fruit of my new belief is I am whole, I am enough. Always get that one inverted. So as you claim greater wellness, remember, you fill a bucket by drop, you clear your mind thought by thought, and you heal yourself moment by moment. Small, simple changes can yield great results. Are you ready to begin creating new habits today? Well, let's find out. If you're ready to get started, you know what you want. You're like, well, I want to do this. This is how to get them into your home real quickly. You can purchase full retail price, but I do not want my friends to pay full price when they have an option that they don't have to. You could pay a $35 membership fee, like a Costco fee, and become a member of doTERRA, and you're going to get 25% off all their products for a whole year. There's no obligation to buy again, and no obligation to sell either. And there's no monthly requirements of how much you need to spend and how often you need to buy. But there are bonuses for those participating in the monthly option reward program, the loyalty program. Lots of perks when you become a wholesale customer. But you can get your membership for free. So I'm going to show you a couple of examples of those after I talk about the loyalty rewards program. This is your chance to earn up to 30% in free product credits every month you shop. It's the most intelligent way to buy. You're going to receive free product credits for every dollar you spend. You're going to choose products every time. or any products anytime. You can cancel anytime too. It's just a quick call to customer service to say, you know what, this isn't for me. I highly recommend trying it for 90 days, the first 90 days after you get your kit, because it takes 30 days to start a habit and 90 days to see results. And you're going to want to use these products every day. You're going to start running out, and you want to, maybe there's products that didn't come in your kit that you also want to incorporate in your that's in your protocol. And you can put that in your second month order, and then any replacement restocking in your third. And that's it. And any points you have accumulated before you cancel, you want to use those before you cancel, because once you lose them, you lose them. 100 PV, you can receive compensation or free shipping. Okay, so you got a choice, or you can get both. It's up to you. A minimum 50 PV, that's when you're going to receive the product credit. So any orders above $50, you're going to start receiving products credits, and then any orders above 100, you're going to get free shipping and or compensation. All right, so here's how to get the free membership. Okay, this is below wholesale costs on these oils, so you're getting even deeper discounts if you were to buy like these individually over time in your LRP. This kit is perfect for stress, anxious feeling, and overall health. So this is perfect for emotional support as well. You're going to get the free membership wholesale and me guidance and support for the length of your membership, however long you keep that membership active. You're going to save $122. So again, below wholesale costs. So technically, if you were to buy these over time, this would cost you over nearly $400 over time. Okay, so you're getting it less than $300. What are you getting? You're getting the 50 milliliter bottles, full bottles, 250 drops. So you're getting 3 times the oil, lavender, lemon, peppermint, tea tree, oregano, and frankincense. And then the 5 milliliter deep blue, that's great for working out, doing yard work, anything strenuous on the body, sitting behind a computer all day, because your neck and your shoulders and your wrists are going to ache. You're going to get the Breathe, Digestin, and On Guard, as well as the Lalu diffuser. So you can use these oils all 3 ways right out the gate. I love the Lalu diffuser. It's the quietest diffuser they have, so I keep that one in my bedroom. It's a glass top, so it's very sleek, very elegant. It has colors that you can choose from, or you can keep the colors off, and a light as well. Okay, Healthy Habits Kit is perfect for the person that wants to restore their gut health, get that foundation started, so that when they use other products like the oils, they're going to notice results faster. Yeah, you're definitely going to feel better. You're going to feel a difference after 30 days for sure. And then you're going to set up your LRP cart for the 60 days you're going to replace. You're going to use up your LLV, so you're going to have those in there, as well as your PB Cyst and Terrazyme, and you're going to have that in your cart for the next 60 and 90 days in your LRP. Okay, and then any oils you need to replace. So what oils are you going to get? This is perfect if you want to just dabble with the oils, but you really want that supplement fix. Frankincense, tangerine, lavender. Tangerine's great as a replacement for OJ if you really like orange juice in the morning. Put a little tangerine in water, take your supplements with it. You're just going to get lifted because it has uplifting properties as well. Essential oil blends, 5 milliliter, again, just 85 drops approximately. On Guard and Balance. We talked about those products. And other products, you're going to get the Deep Blue Rub. So instead of the oil, you're going to get the lotion for easy application before, after workout, or any extraneous exercise or long days at the desk in the office. You're gonna get the Life on Vitality packs, all 3 bottles. There's 120 capsules. That's either a 30 or 60 day supply, depending how you use it. We talked about PB Assisted Terrazyme earlier. Okay. If you want to, if you're already a member and you want the emotional aromatherapy kit, there is, you can get that kit for $150. If you're not a member, you will have to pay for the $35 membership fee. The fee isn't waived on this one, unfortunately. But this includes Motivate, Cheer, Passion, Forgive, and Console in the 5 milliliter bottle. So you can apply these topically on your pulse points, over the heart, bottom of the feet, put it in your diffuser. It could be used to boost your mood in the morning. And it can be used topically and aromatically. Yeah, so I would do Cheer, Motivate in the morning to get everybody up and at 'em. Forgive and Console whenever you need it. Passion at work, peace at work. And then when you come home, maybe you need a little reassuring and a little console from after work. I don't know. All right. If you know what you want, if you're ready to get started and you don't have, you haven't gotten your oils yet, you can text me. If you have any questions, you can text me, or reach out to the person that introduced oils to you, because they will be happy to love on you and help you with any questions you have and help you get started if you're ready to do that. So here's what you can expect from us. Where you buy is so important. For where and who, because I know for a fact Target, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, gas stations, Dave and Buster's, uh, the dollar store, they all have essential oils too. And when you buy from them, they're not going to follow up with you. They're not going to want to do a wellness consult with you. They're not going to show you how to use these oils safely, effectively, and affordably. And they're not going to see if you're seeing any results. They don't care, but I do. So you're going to get me for life. We're going to do a wellness consult when you get your oils. And all that means is we're going to go over the oils in your kits or the oils that you purchased. I'm going to show you how to incorporate them into your, daily habits that you're already doing now. You're just going to add that thing in there that you're, already doing. And then I'm going to gift you an advanced oil magic book. And what this does is going to have like all the recipes, do it yourself, diffuser blends, ailments, and protocols. And that's where you're going to build your LRP cart from, is from the protocol section. So when you find, after we do our wellness consult, we're going to talk about 3 health goals, the 3 things you want to feel less or more of. And then we're going to come up with a game plan where they're going to come up with a list of oils for the next 30, 60, 90 days. And get those set up in your LRP cart. We're going to log into your account so you know how to start it and get you set up. Okay. And then you can always reference this book whenever you have questions, or there's an oil you have and you're not sure how to use it. So many different uses. Then there's the oil camp, continuing education. It's a 10-day, go at your own pace, a couple of videos you get to watch, and it just expands your knowledge on how to use your oils from your kit, because you might have 2 or 3 that you're using every day, and there's like 4 or 5 that are just sitting there and you're like, what do I do with these? You can go to oil camp and find out. And if the more you participate, you can enter, the more chances you will win the big grand prize. Yeah, there's prizes. So you're not gonna go away with nothing. And then I'm always, because I know people are busy, they tell me all the time they're very busy, and so am I. You can continue the education on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, where I share tips and hacks on these oils, on how to use them. So you're never in doubt. Okay. All right, there's 3 types of people that come to my class and become members. One is going to live the wellness lifestyle. They're going to enjoy these oils. They're going to start their LRP. They're going to get their points and get their oils for free. The second person is naturally thinking, oh, my sister could use this oil, my mom, my aunt, my cousin, my best friend, my neighbor, the person that does my hair, the person that does my nails. You're just naturally thinking about sharing. You could get your products paid for. And the third person wants to make an income and an impact in their community. They want to change lives, not just theirs, but other people's lives, because they've seen the results. Once you get into doTERRA, you meet other people that are using these products and you see the results and how their lives have changed after 5-10 years. And you're like, I want to do that too. If you think you're a sharer or a builder, please stay a little bit longer with me because I want to share the joy of sharing oils. So why doTERRA? Why now? Why not? I mean, have you seen the great resignation? I mean, people are leaving corporate America left and right. They're leaving other small companies because they're tired of building someone else's dream. They want to build their own dream. And I think this pandemic kind of woke that up, and I'm all for it. Most people are already doing side gigs. I mean, there's a ton of them out there. People are selling supplements, they're selling knives, they're selling vacuums, they're selling makeup, purses, candles. I mean, the list goes on. My grandmother, was an Avon lady. So this has been going on for some time now. This isn't anything new. And doTERRA is one of the largest essential oils in the world. They source their plants globally. They don't grow the plants here in the US because our soil has depleted of nutrients. So they go where the plants originate from because that soil hasn't been contaminated, and they find that they get the purest oil when they go into the deep corners of the world. And they meet with the farmers personally. These guys, they don't, I mean, they have sourcing teams, but they will actually go and meet the farmers and say, how can I help you? Whether that's dental, medical, uh, running water, clinics, schools. They ask what they need. doTERRA will ask the farmers what they need and they provide. Even doctors in hospitals worldwide. I know in Kentucky, Elizabeth Hospital built a whole doTERRA wing. So those patients at Kentucky, lucky bastards, are, reaping the benefits of both the modern approach, which is, our reactive healthcare, and the holistic approach, which is a proactive healthcare. So they're reaping the benefits of both. They are getting healed as a whole. It's amazing. They pay their farmers fair market value to either keep it in the ground, harvest it. They work closely with the distillers. There's no middleman, no broker. Because I used to be a middleman for food. I was a broker for food. So I know how that game works. Try to find the best and the cheapest. There's no broker. It's literally farm to bottle. They're shipped to the US and then bottled in Salt Lake City, where doTERRA is headquartered. There's 120 markets and more. It keeps growing every day. I like to share those on LinkedIn. And then composition plan is genius, and I would add generous, because most MLMs, they start with a composition plan and then a product. doTERRA is different because they had a product before the composition plan. Yeah, so they're binary, not binary. Yeah, binary. It's unilevel binary compensation plans. It's the best of both worlds. Because I've done my homework. I could go into a whole how different compensation plans work, but I just want to give you the gist of doTERRA's. There is an opportunity in doTERRA bonuses of making $2,000 a month. So if you're open to learning more about that, please connect with me. I'm looking for business partners that want to make $2,000 a month. High retention rate of customer loyalty is 65%, which is pretty high. Most MLMs are in the the 20s, 30%. And just fun fact, because I worked with Costco, their membership retention rate is around 85, 86%. And now I don't know what it is now because of the pandemic. Privately owned company, incredible ownership team, and debt-free with no outside funding. And what that means, they didn't go ahead with investors. They did meet with one in New York. There's 7 people that founded this company, and they met with an investor in New York, shook hands. They were all in for it. And after the meeting, they all kind of talked about it and decided that's probably not the best option for them. So they all, remortgaged their homes and started this business with their own money. And I'm so glad they did, because I did work for a company that was bought by an investor. And it was a small, medium-sized business that was bought by a larger business, and they use investor money to acquire this small middle business that I worked for. And over time, they were taking away carrots and bonuses, and eventually raises, and and because they're more concerned about not how you're making the money, but how much you're making, and it all has to go to them. So yeah, it really took a turn on morale. It was just not a fun place to work for anymore. So I had to go, especially, when my raise went from, 3% to 1% and no one else was getting a raise and just me. It was just like, I gotta go, bye. I don't like working with a team of people that aren't getting treated fairly, with all, I mean, I know people get paid for what they put in, but people were working hard in that year and nobody was getting rewarded for it. And that's what I love about doTERRA, is that if you work hard, you're going to get paid for it. Nobody's going to keep any money from you. Yeah, that's what I love about it. Okay, questions you may have. How do I make money? Great question. How much time is involved? Could this work for me? And what is the next steps? So let's address those real quickly. How do I make money? You reach out to the people you love, especially those that like come to you and say, I've got a problem. I just ask them, are you open to trying? If they say yes, you sample them. Then if they have an amazing experience, you say, are you open to learning more? If they didn't have an amazing experience, then we haven't found the right oil for them, because we want them to have that, holy crap, what is this stuff? So that's how it worked for me. If they're open to learning more, you invite them to a class or do a one-on-one, so you can show them, the 3 cool things about the oils, and how to, incorporate them into their daily habits. And then you enroll them. And after they're enrolled, you could give them continued support and education, because we don't want to leave them behind, and that's it. These are the potential income to get your products paid for. You reach for Elite and Premier, and these are just average monthly pay. Okay, if you want to supplement your income, which is what most people want to do, Silver, Gold, and Platinum, again, these are average monthly income. And if you want to replace and multiply your income, Diamond, Blue Diamond, Presidential Diamond. So reach for those diamonds. We're all diamonds in the rough. We just got to find our tribe. Okay, how much time is involved? Well, if you want your oils paid for 3 to 5 hours a week, that's 15 minutes a day. And if you need help, if you're thinking, oh, I can't take on one more thing, I'm so booked, I've got so much to do, I'll gift you a schedule. And it's every 15 minutes laid out, and you just block off what you need to do that day, just like I did. I know it looks like I got a lot, but it's the summertime. I don't have a whole lot going on. I don't have a lot blocked off because it's summer. All right. So yeah, I will help you find that 15 minutes. It's a quick text to someone, a quick call. That's it. You want to supplement your income, bump that up 5 to 15 hours a week. That's, part-time. I was doing a full-time job since 2017 while doing this on the side. I always made time. I found time, usually on the weekends. And I want to replace my income. Okay, so bump that up to 15 to 30. Reality, it's more 40, 50, but if you love what you do, it doesn't feel like it. Okay. And could this work for me? Well, if you're passionate about oils, absolutely. Do you love people? If you're here, that's a yes. And can you follow a system and get things done? If you're capable and committed, you're good. You got this. And I'm going to help you every step of the way. You got support every step of the way. What is the next step? So do you have a wholesale account? If you do, let's upgrade you to Wellness Advocate, and we're going to set up your 100 pp LRP so you can start earning commissions, because when you start enrolling people, you're going to get fast checks and commissions on the purchases that they make in the future. No, let's choose a kit. I highly recommend the Natural Solutions kit, because those are the products that you're going to, share to the world. You're going to want people to know about these products. And we'll set up your LRP as well. Reach out for help. We'll plug you into all our training and resources, there's oil games, there's strengths, there's manifesting. I mean, there's all I could plug you into all kinds of stuff. I've done them all. And they just empower you and they motivate you and they just keep you moving forward with your business. As long as you do one thing for your business, those money making activities, then you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good. And then start making your list and sample everyone. That's the fun part, is coming up with the list, reaching out, reconnecting, rebuilding those relationships. Yeah, it will boost you up. As an introvert, it does deplete me because I have all the coins, and then every time I have an interaction with my customers, I give them my coin. So by the end of the day, I'm completed of coins. Now, if I was an extrovert, I wouldn't have any coins. I would reach out to all my friends and they would give me the coins and that would keep me going. But I'm the complete opposite. So I got to make sure I got enough coins in my purse. All right. So the only thing keeping you from what you want is your story of why you can't have it. So I just told you why I can't have it, because I don't have enough coins. I can only set enough coins for myself during the day. But for the rest of you, if you really want to, change your life, um, I don't want my kids to have to worry about money or a career. I want them to do something that they love and never have to worry about money. So I'm working towards building up a business where I, have a residual income of 80 grand a year, and I can, and my kids will inherit that. That's the plan. That's the plan. So if that's something, maybe it's not your kids, it's something else, it's a foundation or an organization you want to start because you want to leave a legacy after you're gone. That's the best way to do it. I'm telling you. It's one way. It's one way. And it's really pushed me out of my comfort zone. So be your best advocate and claim the gift of wellness. Okay, I'm going to get out of that, stop the share. All right, guys, that's it. Stay tuned next week. I honestly forgot what I'm teaching next week, and I don't have the energy to look it up. Okay, I hope you join me next week here on Simple Abundant Life with Nick. And I hope this helped you guys. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm here to help and support you. Love you guys. Peace out. Bye. See you next week.